Here we go. Best of 5 series for all the marbles in the NJHL. Your Eagles host the Crowsnest Crush. It's game 1. Xander Hager for the face-off, and it's 1. Hullock up the near side, and here we go. What a great entrance, followed by the billet appreciation. And now we're underway. Raiden Peters whiffs on a shot. Now here's Tyson Hullock. He's battling for it. Breaks through the D and gets a bit of a shove to the corner. Now here's Hullock. Hullock over to Rico Leclerc, trying to find Hager in the slot. Doesn't go. Kobach bounces off his stick and out the zone. Now Barron waits for the reset. And that will be icing against the Crowsnest Crush as the first whistle of this hockey game. Schneider, Hardy, and Johnson, the forwards, out here for the offensive zone face-off. Draws one by Schneider, but they'll have to redo it. They're up again. He's up against Raiden Peter. Draws one. Jeremy Kreef comes out the zone now. Ryan Schneider. Crowsnest can't change. Spraggs waits up. Turnover in the far side wall. Spraggs knocked down. Now Hardy flips that one in. Johnson checked. Now here's Jeremy Kreef. Wines, fires, shot, save. And he'll hold on. Bohan. Draw one. Here's Kenton Wood. Tries to lane for the net. Doesn't go. Dom McFarland tries across crease. Applegarth. Now here's Kenton Wood. Pinned up against the wall. Sends it up to the point. Ty Gauchier keeps it in. Shot. Saved by hand off the stick. Now the shot by Little sifted and blocked. On its way on target. Applegarth behind the goal. Applegarth, here's Kenton Wood. Wood rims that one back around. And that one now out the zone. Here's Kenton Wood. In a battle for it. Picked up by Carter Little. As Little begins the work up ice. Gaucher. And then Applegarth, he gets into it with Race Jenkins, the captain of the Crush. Now the Eagles just looking for a lane. It's been physical here early. Bunch of bodies being thrown around. Carter Little's now in a battle for it in the corner. McFarland goes too far for him and out now. Ty Gauchier's in a race for it. He'll be first to it in the corner. Pushed off. And then Lucas Savely, tries to lay the body in the corner. Raiden Peters. Stick knocked out of the stick of Curtis Francis's hands. Now Francis tries to lay a run, goes kind of face plants there into the wall now. Stavely. Constantine Los. And now here's Gavin Kobach. Kobach, he's in. Far side shot, save, hand, rebound, loose. Behind him. And now behind the goal. Stavely. As the puck wired through, and now Gavin Kobach and Curtis Francis knocked down. He didn't look too happy at that one. Here's Constantine Laus. He's knocked down hard, and Mr. Monday Night gets him right back. Shot by Hullock, stopped. Hullock up top for Constantine Laus. Laus off the glass, back to Hullock. Hullock on the backhand feed over her. Leclerc tries to find Hager in front, and it's stopped. Draw one by the Eagles. Now shot by Jeremy Creefs. Held on by Han. Eagles have 7 shots here in the first 4 minutes, 4 seconds. Another draw one by the Crush. That stolen Hollick drive. Shot save made as Kobe Ryder, the former Eagle, carries that one out, but not past the red line. Barron. Now here's Kobe Ryder. He's going to be called at the line for offside.
Have you got a broken screen, a slow laptop? Well, Orion Tech has you covered. They offer no cost diagnosis, 30-day warranty, and complete. Stop by, let them help you get back online.
Hardy wins the draw over. Now Carter Little. Now Schneider, Hardy. They're going to try and ask for a call on Hardy as he tripped one of the Crush players up. No call coming as Han holds on. Draw one. Shot by Gaucher. Now here's Gaucher once again. A drive goes too high. Now Landy Johnson behind the goal. Johnson gives it for Alessis Hardy. Back to Johnson. Johnson, Gaucher. Gaucher over Little. It comes out the zone. Little, he's hit now. Here's Landy Johnson. Johnson a drive shot, hand into the glove.
Hey fans, here's a reminder that at tomorrow night's game, same place, same time, half of our Edson Eagles 50-50 proceeds will be going to the March for a Cure. Grab your tickets and help support a great cause while cheering on the
There's
Eagles. I think you should get those 50-50 tickets for tonight as well.
Now Kane Applegarth. Applegarth winds up top now. Kobach shot goes just wide. Constantine Los. Los, he takes it in. He's going to go through the 4 defenders. Hit off the puck as you look to have a dangerous chance. Now Don McFarland, he has some time and space. McFarland's shot takes a deflection. Good stop by Han. Otherwise, now Iron. Los. He'll take it in once again. Flips one up around Iron. Now still has it in the corner for Kane Applegarth. Applegarth in front. McFarland, trying to battle for it. Kobach in tight. Doesn't go. Draw one by the Crush. Now John Spraggs has it at the line. Stavely. A lot of turnovers by both sides early on. And now here's John Spraggs. He'll wire one back. Flipped into the zone. Jeremy Creef there to pick it up. Peters. Goes past John Spraggs. Now he has it in the corner. Had to give it up before he got hit hard into the corner wall. Now here's Curtis Francis. He's bullied off the puck by Barron. Now Stavely tries a chance, doesn't go. Now Raiden Peters, he might have a break. Peters goes around the world, hit by John Spraggs. And now Groslow, he's hit by Barron as they keep it in. Good chance, another hit. And here's Jeremy Kreef. He's going to go the distance. Kreef, defender high on the play, goes backhand over. Goes too far for Xander Hager. Drive by here. Hollick goes wide. Tyson Hollick. Hollick goes around Race Jenkins. Now he makes a nifty play, makes a hit, and Ruger Leclerc is going to answer to that one. He's going right after Race Jenkins. As that looks like the only thing ensuing after this.
All in one stop. A reminder, too, that if you think you've got the best arm in the house, well, we've got it in our second intermission. It's our frisbee toss. You'll take home
They're going to send Matt Griffiths off to the park. Off to the box, sorry.
Now they're available at that table to your right at the bottom of the stairs.
The refs are going to take a moment to discuss this one. Currently, we do have it as an Eagles power play. I don't believe it will stay like that. Tyson Hollick's also going to be in the box. They're just going to give him coincidentals. Draw one, Landy Johnson. Now, Carter Little flips one over Alessis Hardy. Hardy over to Ryan Schneider. Schneider has Carter Little with him. Little goes just wide. And now sent back into the zone. Hardy in the corner. Sent up for Landy Johnson. Up top. Ty Gaucher, Carter Little. Little shot into the glove of Hand, and he'll hold on. Hand's glove has been on fire to start. 15-0 your shots. As the Eagles just come out dominating here in the first period. Kenton Wood out to take the draw. He's up against Caden Poole. And now shot by Constantine Lowe. Safe as Hand lets go, and looked to be loose for a second there as Applegarth was on the doorstep.
Sports and Outdoors and Trail Trimming. We would like to thank them. If you would like to be a sponsor for next year, be sure to
Draw one.
our merchandise
It's a bit of a tie-up, actually. Now the Eagles get it. Kobuk over to Constantine Lowe. Shot! Doesn't get the tip on Applegarth, and Hand just gloves it for an easy stop. Gonna keep that third line out there for the Eagles. McFarland. Kenton Wood on the backhand, try to find Applegarth in front.
their jerseys. Cal Tire is behind every goal and every save. If you're looking for a perfect gift, look no further. Check out the Edson Eagles merchandise. We still have hoodies, t-shirts, jats, and jerseys. Anything that's
Now here's the face-off on the far side. Here's Gavin Kobuk trying to sift one. It looked like he was trying to find Gannett. Now hard shot by Constantine Lowe. Goes behind the goal. Groslow goes into the slot. Now is taken by the Crush. Tail feather goes just wide. Now another shot saved by Ripkema. That's his first stop of the hockey game. Just over 9 minutes in. Rowan Gannett. He's drilled. And now here's Peter. Peter. He has tail feather with him. Cross! Shot, save, rebound, they score. Raiden Peter opens the scoring in the NJHL Finals after the Eagles come out with 18 straight shots. It's 1-0. It was a bit of a 2-on-1 break, and it looked like Ripkema had to stop, but it just kind of sat in the blue paint, and nobody swatted it away except Raiden Peters to the back of the goal. Now, here's Lucas Staveley looking to tie. Hager shot goes just wide now. Han will hold on as he kind of pulled it in with the blocker there. Just trying to seize the threat.
Crowsnest goal scored by number 8, Cody Ryder, assisted by number 24, Raiden Peter, and number 71, J.J. McGregor. Time of the goal, 9:26.
Now, that's a hit by Xander Hager. Jeremy Creef, a shot from distance, save made. LeClaire on the backhand on the rebound. Now, here's John Sprague. Sprague's shot gets deflected in front. Xander Hager. He'll drop it back once again. Jeremy Creef comes out of the zone now. There's Griffs out the box. He's hit hard by, I believe, a Ruger LeClaire, and this play is whistle dead. And my apologies, I thought it was Raiden Peters' goal. It was actually Kobe Ryder's. Peters having quite a good playoff over in Crow's Nest. Now here's Landy Johnson trying to break through the D, gets closed in. Now here's Alessis Hardy. For Ryan back in. Schneider goes tips, and that goes just high. There's Landy Johnson, goes cross, shot by Gaucher, goes high. And that's turned over Johnson. Johnson wires it in deep now. Ryan Schneider. Schneider drops. Piece. It's in front, hand stopped. Rebound, trying to roof it was Johnson, doesn't go. Now up top, Carter Little. Carter Little has a try shot, save Han, and he'll hold on with traffic in front. There you go. Bowen Han on point so far tonight, stopping all 23 that have come to him. Now, Applegarth in a tie-up. They're going to send it in deep. Malik in a battle for it. He checks Dom McFarlane. Now, Constantine Los wires it to McFarlane. Trying to find Applegarth. It goes behind him. It's in. They don't ask how, but they do ask how many, and that's the first goal of the NJHL Finals for the Eagles. Dom McFarlane. And that's just a rough one for Han. That's one we wish we had video replay on, just to see how. Nevertheless, it's 1-1 as draw has to be redone, and Raiden Peter got a stick to the face as Kobe Ryder out to take that draw. Now he's the goal scorer for Crow's Nest. pair of number 8s with the goals today. Now Kobe Ryder behind the goal. Stavely up for Francis. Peters sends it back in. Constantine Los, he's checked. And now Groslow sends it up for Lucas Stavely. Hand behind the goal now, plays it. And now looking north are the Crush. There's Raiden Peters. Kobe Ryder goes too far for him, and now Francis drops back for Constantine Los. Los takes it in over the line. He's been jumping on the play today. He goes to the forehand shot, safe hand. Rebound behind him. And they're not going to play it, even though the puck is out. Ref apparently lost sight of that one. Ruger LeClaire out to take the draw. And it's won by Race Jenkins. Yeah. One of two players with over a goal a game over in Crow's Nest. And now here's Ruger LeClaire. LeClaire moves it in now. In front! Hager trying to find Hullock in tight. LeClaire missed a big check on Race Jenkins. And now Jenkins, another tap by Ruger LeClaire. They've been going at it early in this hockey game. They saw them battling behind the goal there originally. Now here's John Spraggs. Spraggs to Hullock. Hullock around Peters. Jeremy Creef flips that one up too far. LeClaire's going to chase it. Tail feathers. No. Here's Hardy. He lost his stick in the process there. Jenkins goes across. Now there's a bit of a pile up. Hardy gets it. Creef shot into the glove of Han, and he'll hold on. Now here's Ty Gaucher. He's going to try a drive saved by Han, and he'll hold on. 27 first period shots for the Eagles. And we still have 5:57 left to play. And now here's the Crush. That's a chance. Kobe Ryder now. Behind the goal. Kobe trying to find Kobe Ryder there in the slot. And now comes back tail feathers. And now Ryan Schneider. Schneider with a chance. Goes behind the goal. Trying to find Landy Johnson in front. Can't go. Peters and Wood took the draw, and it's won by the Eagles now. Here's Don McFarland. He had the opener for the Eagles. And now here's Kobe Ryder now with the steal. Kobe Ryder, former Eagle. And now here's Constantine Los. Barron in deep. Los. McFarland. He's been around it tonight. McFarland trying to go to the goal. Barron, he flips that one out. Los kicks that one. And what a keep in Or no, they say it came out as Applegarth battling. From outside now, here's a chance for Griffs. Gets stopped up. Thought he had a bit more of a lane there. That one's wired in. And icing. Applegarth looking as though he said he touched it.
It's our last home game of the season here in Edson. It's the final series of playoffs, and after tomorrow, Edson Energy. Thank you for being here tonight, but come on back tomorrow.
I will say there is a lot of people. This is the most packed I've seen this place in a while. Draws one. It blocked. Shot by Crowsnest. Doesn't go. Tail feathers. Kenton Wood trying to battle for it. Shot, and that's a hard hit. And Charles Groslow, he just has to skate away from that. This could maybe turn into a 5. They're only giving him a boarding, so it will be 2. That's Groslow for boarding. Sending the Crush to the first power play of the finals. Peters for the draw. And he'll drop it back. Barron, he'll flip it in deep. Constantine Los will meet it there. Pachette keeps it in. Shot by Jenkins goes high. Now Landy Johnson, Pachette. Now Ryan Schneider, Landy Johnson. Johnson goes in deep, and he'll just bounce it off. And that's a good check, and then now there's a bit of a battle for it. Ryan Schneider was knocked down. And now Crowsnest looks north. Race Jenkins. Jenkins turned it over, and now here's Landy Johnson. On the breakaway, short-handed, Johnson in. Johnson, what a stop by hand behind the goal now. Here's Johnson. Los, and he's just going to skate it back and kill some more time as now he enters the zone once again. Constantine Los flips that and lays the body too. And another big hit. And he gets knocked down off the play. Gives him a bit of a slash for that, Kobe Ryder. And then what a hit by John Spraggs. Absolutely leveled Kelton Pachette in open ice. Wow. Physicality left and right here in the first period of game 1 of the finals. Here's Raiden Peters. He'll flip it in. Iron in the corner. Peters finding Iron. Just flips too far off his stick. Tail feathers. Groslow out the box. We're back to full strength. These Eagles now 1-for-1 on the kill. Hager over for Carter Little. Iron. Stolen. Here's Ty Gaucher. Gaucher on the backhand. Try to roof that. Kind of knocked the bottle of hand there. That one's flipped to the neutral zone. Jeremy Creef. Creef over the red line. Makes a bit of a move. Now Raiden Peters. He's in a battle for it. Shot by Curtis Francis on the far side. Gets stopped. Tail feathers. Tail feathers. Now Griffs. Shot by Jeremy Creef is stopped and held on to by bow in hand. Minute 4 here in the period. Draw one cleanly by Captain Race Jenkins. Now
Last minute of the final
creep
period.
up to Hardy. Hardy tipped by Landy Johnson into the zone. Johnson chases it, finds it. Schneider a drive, shot save made. Flipped up now. Kobach, he's knocked down. Hardy drops it back. Jeremy Creef a drive, shot save made. Han.
Once again, folks, just to remind you, young Richards coming up.
I have to say, Han has been a brick wall this first period. 32 stops
Special coming up shortly.
in just under 20 minutes to this point. Eagles going to probably end out this period with the third line out there. Pull the draw back to the point. Draws one. Konstantin Los. Los over Sprague's Los. Los takes it in. Tries to make a nice play. Los been so calm here in this first period, and that's going to be icing against the Crush. But Konstantin Los, just all his carry-ins, just so calm. What a always awesome to see when a player in a big game like this plays so calm. Now, shot by Sprague's on goal, shot save, rebound, they score! With 11.7 left to play in the first, Kane Applegarth gives the Eagles their first lead of the night. What a goal that was from Kane Applegarth to pick up the rebound. Now Konstantin Los, he'll just send it down knowing Applegarth has the legs to get there. Hand there, covers, holds on at the buzzer. That will do it for the first period. Kane Applegarth sending the Eagles to the second period, up 2-1. Shots 35-4 in favor of the Eagles. Only 2-1 your score. See you in about 18. Here we go, second period. Underway. Konstantin Los takes that one in over the line again. Shot. He scores! Took them all of about 10 seconds to make it 3-1 on that Konstantin Los snipe. Wow. Los just kind of got to walk in. He's been doing that all game. Hasn't got the shot off he wanted until that point. That was almost a stress feed for Hager. Another chance by Hollick. As Han had to look behind him. And now here's Hager on the backhand, goes high. Los over to Kobach. Kobach tipped in front. Han covers up. Mr. Monday Night with the assist. Offensive zone draw between Schneider and Jenkins. And Jenkins wins that one back. Johnson in the corner now. Shot by Creef, goes out of play.
A big shout out to Graham Sports and Outdoors for supporting your Edson Eagles, a local favorite for all things sports and outdoors, keeping our team ready to play. We thank you. Also take a big moment.
Draw one shot. Saved by Bowen Han.
We thank them for that.
Draw one by the Eagles. Now Creef goes to the corner. Doesn't end up getting there through the traffic. And Johnson's drive doesn't make it to the goal either. Sprague's up. Schneider, and he's hit and then kind of chopped from the back by McGregor. Here's Jeremy Creef. He's chasing Pichette. Pichette battling. Schneider down low. Johnson. Landy Johnson. Finds Hardy. Hardy through two. Now to the corner. Nifty move as he spins. Hardy. Sent all the way back. Braden Ripkema. Now Hardy now in a battle for it with Barron, and what a chance for John Sprague. He was kind of holding his stick upside down. Oh, like blade, toe of the blade to the ice, and now right in Peters, and he's going to come in offside. Kobe Ryder jumped the gun a little bit.
Before the big game, well, Edson Pharmacy has you covered. Stop by today for fast service and expert care, because your health matters as much as the score.
Draws one by the Crush, but now the Eagles control it. Here's Applegarth. Got the one late in the first. They got one with 11 seconds left to play in the first and 10 seconds in to the second to make this game 3-1. Now here's Little shot tipped by Kenton Wood. Now Wood to Gaucher. Gaucher shot. Save made by Han, and he'll hold on. Draw one by the Crush. Now Raiden Peter. Sorry. Not Peter. It was Griff's. Goes too far for Race Jenkins, and now Kenton Wood tries to go around. Caught the defender on his off foot, and it causes a turnover. Iron goes across back to Bowen. Byron. That's stolen down low. Kenton Wood. Wood trying to find Stavely, and it takes a bounce, and that one hits a player in front. I can't exactly see who it is. That was number 3, Nickel Wildman. He's up now. There's Francis. I will also say Rowan Gannett will not return. He's fully, we saw him with an ice pack, undressed. I presume that means he won't return if we see him later. I guess he's coming back. But for now, I think it's safe to say he's out, as there was a hit. Down low behind the goal. Konstantin Los, the first man on it, and he'll begin to skate up ice. Flips that one. Francis. That's stolen. Here's Groslow. Groslow in breakaway. Whiffs on the shot. Now off a hand stick, just trying to bat that one. Make sure no harm came of it. Allows the shot hit the side of the goal. Now Stavely. Shot goes high and out of play. Draw one by the Crush, but the Eagles hold it in the zone. Play with a hand pass. Draws one. That was a good chance for the Crush. Off the draw, Hollick, and it's hit right to his cage there. As it battles down, and here comes some rough stuff. That was Ruger Leclerc. And he just kind of skates away. Thought he was going to start going after him.
Your commitment to local sports and community spirit makes a real difference both on and off the ice.
Kenton Wood there for the draw. And it's one. Schneider drive. Goes just wide. Good deflection. Eagles tipping pucks left and right throughout this hockey game. Picking up rebounds where necessary. Hines had the answer for so many, though. Here's Landy Johnson. Johnson up the near side. Trying to find Hardy in front. Just whips on the shot. Save Han. Rebound comes out. Tyvern Gaucher with some time and space. Shot off the blocker. Another rebound as Little sends that one wide. Gaucher a drive off the blocker once again. Hand's been solid here with 49 shots against, 46 saves. And there's Kelton Pichette. Schneider keeps that one in and throws it to the corner. Pichette's first on it. Pichette. Now in a battle for it with Schneider. Bit of a pile-up now in the corner. Johnson Up Carter Little. It goes off his leg, and he's going to be in a race for it. Raiden Peter, he falls on his own will. Ripkema had to be careful with that one. Now here's Peter. He's knocked off the puck. Shot. Now here's Alessis Hardy. Hardy's skating hard to behind the goal. Now he's tied up with it. Konstantin Loos. He has some time. Sifts one. Pad stop. Now Loos has it again in the corner. Trying to find Applegarth in front. Battling for it. And it won't go as Han has the answer there as the Eagles now have 50 shots on the hockey game. And it's only the 13-12 mark of the second period. A bit of a battle in the corner. There's Konstantin Loos. He'll find Gavin Kobuk. Kobuk drive. Couldn't find McFarland's stick in front. That one tipped just wide. Kobuk tries a shot. Again goes wide. Konstantin Loos. And it's a turnover. Race Jenkins the other way. Pass across. And Gavin with a hard, good defensive play and a good check in the corner there. Kane Applegarth. Griff almost ended, or would have probably got a better lane there from the 3-on-1 just to create a breakaway had Gavin Kobuk not done that. Now Applegarth. Behind the goal. Now Dom McFarland finds Jeremy Creef. Creef flips that one. It goes off the blocker and out of play.
Game night essentials are that.
Draws one. Jeremy Creef. Creef, what a move at the blue line as he works his way in deep. A few more stick handles. Still has it. Now he gives it up. John Sprague's. Now a shot goes off the blocker. Hand now with 50 stops on the day. And now Byron can't get it through. Now it's Sprague's chance. Hand with the stop as Kobe Ryder gets that one out. Lucas Stavely goes too far. No, Jeremy Creef has it now. Creef. My apologies. Creef. Now, Francis. Shot by Groslow. I think he was just trying to go off the back. I don't think that was really a pass. Now, here's an on-man rush for the Crush. Shot just goes high on Ripkema. Kobe Ryder. They just need to get some shots. Crush haven't got a shot this period, and they've been limited only 4 all game as John Spragues makes a nice move. Defenseman of the year right there. That one takes it off the pad of Hannon, goes out of play. Draws one by the Crush they have in the corner. Hollick's in a battle for it though. Tyron Gaucher, he comes up with it. Gaucher. Hager. Hager shot, save made. Or goes around. Hollick's going to meet it there. As Xander Hager. Carter Little. Little shot goes just wide. I think he wanted a deflection there. Gaucher also goes wide. He also wanted a deflection. Carter Little reverse hit. And that was a beautiful to sit down the Crush defender. And another big one. This time out, Ruger LeClaire. And that puck comes into the bench. Out of play. But a few big hits on that shift. Draw one. Now shot, Hager. Here goes a little high start with Lenny Johnson. Johnson lays a check. Eagles just laying the body everywhere they can. Kobe Ryder. Lenny Johnson. Eagles also yet to have a power play yet this game. And I heard Mitchell say there that was a bit of a flub. Now Johnson, he's going to be first on it. No, it's going to be offside. I thought they yelled it was going to be offside. And that's going to be icing against the Crush. Okay, so I'm not crazy. They did call offside. I think they just backtracked on it. Kobuk over, shot by Konstantin Los, misses high and wide. No. Here's a battle for it as McFarland and Wood eventually get the chop on it into the glove. Shots 56-4 in favor of the Eagles. Yes, 56-4.
So join us here again tomorrow. Same house, same nest. Help make a difference.
And now here's Applegarth. Race Jenkins. Now Applegarth battling for it. Okay, and Applegarth finds Jeremy Kreef. Kreef back to Applegarth, back to Kreef. Kreef walks in. He's pulled down. No call. Pichette pinning Kenton Wood. And now Crush can't get it out. Applegarth guarding the line for Jeremy Kreef, who's in deep. Battle for it, won by Pichette. Pichette, and here he is. Pichette. Pichette goes across, and Isapalo couldn't get on it. That would have been another good chance. Whenever the Eagles have given up a chance this game, it's been like an odd man rush, 2-on-1. That's what caused the goal. Good Kenton Wood, and that's a hard hit, and Wood's down in the corner. Kenton Wood is down. And he's hurt. Clean check-in. He's just, that was a hard hit. You could feel the boards move from up here. And Wood, I think it's his arm. He's shaking it off. We'll see what happens here if he can walk on his own. You still see Rowan Gannett over there. He's limping around. And Kenton Wood looks to be walking on his own right now. It's a second injury for the Eagles this hockey game. Of course, I just mentioned Gannett, who I just saw. He's just limping around. Here's Curtis Francis. Francis with some speed. Trying to find Stavely as he's knocked down, but he's still the guy with control of it from his knees. There's Carter Little from distance, shot into the pad. Stavely the rebound, trying to chop away at it is Curtis Francis. Save hand, puck still loose. And hand with the stop. Wines fires, shot by Ty Gaucher, stopped. I think that caught a little bit of Curtis Francis' stick in front, making that much harder for Bowen Hahn, but he seems to have the answer for everything tonight. Xander Hager out for the face-off.
There's still time to go get some frisbees. Table to your right, bottom of the stairs. Go see them get one.
Just waiting.
Get 15.
Here now. There's stick broken on the ice. Hager moves it out the way. It's at the circle. Here's LeClaire. Goes too far for him. Crowsnest was able to get another twig. I couldn't exactly see who it was. Off the glass. Kobach. Over to his D partner in Los. Over and Hullock knocked down. LeClaire trying to lay the body into not one but two. Trying to do the kind of double Dion, as it were. You call him Rock'em Ruger now. And there's some big of a pile up, and I think they're just going to go from here. There isn't going to be a rush chance, and Hager being held. There's a bit of a pile up on the far side wall near the blue line. Ty Gaucher. Ty Gaucher gave a little bit of a wave to his mom while in a bit of the battle there.
Tyson Holland did, sorry.
Hollick just saying, "Mom, I have a job." Still 6:03 left to play here in the first. Schneider. I don't think any penalties were called there, which is nuts. And Kobe Ryder's down, and that's a dirty play by Alessis Hardy to knock the stick out of Ryder's hands while down, and they're going to try and battle for it. Kelton Bichette having words with Schneider. Hardy off to the box for sure. Kobe Ryder looks to be like it's right in his face. I didn't exactly see what happened live,
That's not cool, man.
but what Hardy did is just unacceptable.
Off the face off, I think Hardy hit him with his stick. And then came back around and kicked his stick out of his hand, so he's gonna get it. It'll be back.
So I just got the rundown. It was a high stick, and then I knew the kick. We're just waiting to see Hardy only getting two. Eagles get away with one here. That could have been way worse, but here's a chance for the Crush to get on the power play and get things within one at least with 5:55 left to play here. Yeah, they will. It will be a game of getting after Hardy. I think Mitchell. That's what Mitchell's hinting at when he says they know what Hardy's in for. That's gonna be Xander Hager and JJ McGregor in the dot. Draw one. McGregor hits Gaucher up top. Barron. Shot goes just wide now. That comes out of the zone. Big clear for the Eagles. Barron flips that one up. Xander Haggard finds Carter Little. Little sauces one in deep.
Penalty number 9, 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct and a 10-minute misconduct.
Oh, and it is a 10-minute misconduct. Only 2 on the power play, though. Here's Raiden Peters. Peters in over the line. So that means no Alexis Hardy up until about the 15:55 mark of the third period. Race Jenkins in, shot high. Ty Gaucher rims that one around, stopped up by McGregor. McGregor finds Barron. Barron goes down low. Barron now up top again. Oh, big hit by Race Jenkins on Carter Little. As the Eagles do got to clear Bichette. Kelton Bichette trying to get things going. He's a former Eagle. Bichette now pinning in the corner. And Laddie Johnson comes out. Johnson. Constantine Los now. John Sprague. Sprague's in. Shot, save, hands, rebound, loose, they score! What a beaut by John Sprague, short-handed. The diving goal for 1 Eagles. Draws one, and Spragues will kill off the rest of the penalty. 4-1 Eagles now. Spragues. Shot. Schneider. Jeremy Kreef. Kreef. His shot goes, deflects high and out of play. Draws one by the Eagles now. It's stolen. A couple chops by Griffin. And now shot by Kenton Wood, takes deflection out of play. 3:15 left to play. Now, Leclerc, he's cross-checked off the draw shot just wide by Constantine Los. Now, Kelton Bichette. He takes a shot. I believe that is their first shot of the period. Now here's a chance. Shot, save, Hahn. I think that was Mr. Monday Night himself on that opportunity. Xander Haggard has...
Hey folks, if you've got frisbees, start making your way over to the corner across
That was a good chance just then, but going back, that is their first, or the Crowsnest Crush first shot of the period. Braden Remkema has literally done nothing this period except steer that puck away. What pure dominance by the Eagles here today, but just not on the scoreboard. Kelton Pichette, once again. Into the glove, and it's in. (4-2). Good chance by the Eagles the one way, and then just the other way. The Crush, Kelton Pichette wires one and Braden Remkema just flubbed it kind of. And honestly, I don't blame him. When you've been, when he's been basically hasn't touched the puck since maybe, I think that was their first shot since the goal in their first period there. On Kobe Ryder's goal in the first, shot by Gaucher's cover, that he's even like felt rubber on those two chances there. So the fact that he just lets a weak one in, kind of not really surprising, but 65-6 shots, and Bowen Hand's just been crazy their way. Now here's a chance as he knocked him, and here's King Charles. He made me promise that I'd call him that at least once today. I have done just that, and I plan to use it more. Ty Gaucher up for McFarland, just out of the reach, and now here's a chance. Pool a drive, goes just wide. Now there's Curtis Francis in over the line, tries to chop at it, was Carter Little. Xander Haggard drops it back, Spraggs for Little, now back to Stavely. Under a minute left to play here in the second. Spraggs, Jeremy Kreef bobbles off his stick. He would have had a great chance. Kreef still with the drive, goes out of play. Draw one is by the Crush. Now there's Landy Johnson. His shot into the glove of Hand, and he'll hold on.
He's having a heck of
that somebody took home. You could do
Here.
that as well.
Here's John Spraggs. Kenton Wood, who seems to be all right after taking that hard hit. Johnson. Kreef. His shot tipped by Johnson, just wide. Now Crowsnest will just want to pin it here. And they have done just that to kill the rest of the time. 4-2. Shot 6-7 to 6 in favor of the Eagles, which is what? Incredible. Well, we're going to be back for a third period, about 18 minutes after that wild second period. Now here we go. Race Jenkins against Xander Haggard in the face-off dot. Draws one by the Eagles. Now there's Jenkins. He's knocked off the puck. In the corner, big hit by Ruger LeClaire. He's been throwing it around all night tonight. And here's Haggard now. Hey, Haggard between the legs!
What a goalie! Holy cow!
And what a stop by Han. Wow, left me speechless with the Xander Haggard between the legs attempt. He said he wanted to get one at intermission to me. I think everyone wants a goal, but to get one of that caliber in the finals. But there's another thing that came up. It was the penalties. They are going to be coincidentals. Eagles still yet to have a power play. 1927 left to go. John Spragues knocks that one into the zone. Shot. Spragues off the pad. Now here's Johnson, and that's offside.
We would like to extend Canadian Tire, how the Canadians since
Draws one.
22.
Goes off the glass. Jeremy Creef. Creef to Spragues. Now Landy Johnson. Johnson over. He's trying to find Ryan Schneider. Johnson. Bit of a weaker pass, but it still gets there. And there's a whiff on the shot, and now here comes Peters. Peters, and what a defensive play, and it's going to be a penalty. That's a must-take, though. That's a must-take penalty. Ryan Schneider off to the box. Sorry, Landy Johnson off to the box.
Schneider, you're right. Schneider. You're right.
Ryan Schneider, yeah, off to the box. Sorry, Landy was just opening the door for him. I was going to say, I thought Schneider did the trip. I didn't see anything happen behind the play, but yeah, no. That's Ryan Schneider in the box. Race Jenkins tries to make a nice move. It's a beautiful chance for Crowsnest. This is their third power play, 0 for 2 on the day. Gave a shorty on the last one. Here's Hollick. Hollick, a drive shot save made hand.
Once again, we would like to thank all of our billet families for making this program a success. We would not be able to have a Team Edson if it wasn't for your generosity. And thank you to Cal Tire for supporting the Edson Eagles. From winter tires to full
Draws
auto
one
care,
by
Cal Tire keeps you rolling.
the crush. Peters. That one's knocked in deep. As Crowsnest now resetting. Here's Johnson. Or sorry, Jenkins. Peters. Peters goes up top. Cross. Bichette. Shot by Peters. Stopped. Peters now up top. Barron. Barron's going to take a drive shot save made Repkema. And that one comes out. Now, hand behind the net. Comes the crush in over the line. It's checked off the puck. That was McGregor. Comes all the way down. That should do it for the power play. And that does it. I think they got 3 shots there. McGregor, and here's Ryan Schneider. McGregor kind of pulled him, and Hand didn't get a full cover on it. They're still going to call it. That's happened multiple times where the puck just kind of pops out.
For reliable expert service. They're known for attention to detail, trusted parts, and top-tier customer care. Come see why they're Edson's favorite tech team.
Applegarth going to the dot with Jenkins. It's won by Applegarth. Shot by Spraggs is stopped. And Bichette taken down by Applegarth. Jeremy Greif just levels. And that was Griffiths. And now here's Applegarth behind the goal. And Applegarth. Bichette battling. Here's McFarland. Shot! Doesn't take a tip. And now here comes Iron in over the blue line. Just kind of let it go to the corner. Nobody home. Now Ching Charles flips that one in.
Oh, you guys.
Hand. Hager. Back to Creef. Shot by Hager, saved. Now here's Gavin Kobach. Here comes Stavely over the line to the backhand side. Hands with the stop. Didn't really get a shot off, but still covers. Draws one by the Eagles. Konstantin Los over. Shot by Lucas Stavely's stop. Konstantin Los is getting shot from distance. Do you think the Eagles hit 100 shots?
Yeah, definitely.
Here's Konstantin Los. Shot or faked a shot by Xander Heger. I thought he was gonna absolutely rip that thing from the area he was in. Konstantin Los tipped just off the mark by Curtis Francis. Kobe Ryder knocked that one in.
A big thank you to the breakfast box.
That's icing. There's Lanny Johnson from the faceoff. Hardy was knocked down. Here's Alessis Hardy. Trying to make a reverse hit. And they're just trying to get Hardy. They are angry with him. And now here's a 2-on-0. Lanny Johnson, patience. Can't get the shot off. Here's Schneider the goal. They're going to wave it off because the net's off. And there's going to be a fight. Here's Alexis Hardy dropping the mitts. Takes the helmet off, and Kobe Ryder takes him down. That's payback for what Hardy did earlier, but he had to fight there. Alexis Hardy, he is bleeding a lot right now. Gavin Kobach, evidently not happy with the way the bench is cheering there. Gaucher having some words with McGregor. And now there's going to be some conversations. This is just game one. We still got at least two more, maybe more. Well, it seems they got everything sorted.
The net was off. I don't think there's any way the goalie could have saved that puck.
Ryan Schneider's just deliberating some other things, but it seems to have been dealt with now. It is 4-on-4. No, 5-on-4. They are on the power play, and that's going to be a Hardy 5-minute. Alexis Hardy gets the 5. No other penalties. Hardy, I believe, is ejected. And now there's a 2-on-1 now. I thought, and Hollick arguing he never brought it in over the line yet, but puck will be brought all the way back. 9 seconds into the 5-minute, they score, and they stay on the kill. It's the big thing here. And there's Ty Gaucher. Gaucher flips that one for the clear. Kelton Pochette. Pochette stolen. Tyson Hollick, nifty move, shorthanded. Hollick on the backhand, goes just wide. Hollick against Peters. Barron. Baron Jenkins up. McGregor can't let that one go.
Edson.
Now, there's Jenkins. Hit in the corner. Haggart. Shot by Bichette into the chest of a rip. Come on, he'll hold on.
73, major sponsor.
Draw one.
That's kind of unexpected, eh? Yeah.
And here's Jenkins. Jenkins drops back. Shot goes wide. But that was a massive hit by Landy Johnson. Shot by Bichette goes high and out of play. Johnson getting some words with Griffin.
Hey folks, if you got a 50-50 ticket, you can pull it up. But it's going to be a blue ticket.
And now it's Landy Johnson's in the box now too. Sorry about that. We were just deliberating the pronunciation of one of the players on Crowsnest names. But Landy Johnson off to the box. 5-on-3. Crowsnest finds himself down by 2. McGregor hit by LeClaire. Now McGregor has it back. McGregor moves around LeClaire. Chance, Konstantin Los. It comes up and out. Still a minute 20 to go here on the 5-on-3. Peters has time. Not anymore as Race Jenkins gets double teamed. Konstantin Laus. He's going to have to battle for it with hand. Hand just sent up. And now here comes a chance. Race Jenkins tries to split and big poke check in the feet. Peters. He's run into the wall by Gauchier. Now here's up top. Here's Barron. Barron down low. Tries to drive Kelton Pichette. It's blocked. Hager and it's cleared. Here's Barron. Barron drops that one back. Here's a chance. Shot blocked by Carter Little. Puck comes out. Barron forced to reset here. Back to 5-on-4. Hardy still in the box for the next minute 25. Griffiths goes up top. Now Pichette. A drive from distance. Save a Ripkema. Bichette. The tail feathers. Shot by Peters. And now that's kept in. But here's a chance. Landy Johnson. Johnson in. Scores! Landy Johnson. 5-2 Eagles. And they still have to kill the next 50 seconds. But that was a big 5-on-3 kill. Lots of blocks. That's a big clear by John Spraggs right there. The two shorties from the Eagles on the day. Landy Johnson. That was also the loudest I've ever heard the building get after a goal. That's John Spraggs goes in, trying to break through 3 defenders there. Just dumps in. Now, here comes the crush. John Spraggs, Han. Kane Applegarth avoids the hit from Race Jenkins. Now here he comes. Flips that one up. Don McFarlane. Gavin Kobach. Now Jeremy Creef. Creef begins the truck up ice. Trucks! And he's finally taken down. Trucks 2 of the crushed defenders. And one of them's going down the tunnel. That's Captain Race Jenkins. And now here's another fight. Kane Applegarth is going to go with Griffiths. Applegarth with the grab. Right jab, right jab. Let's go. All right, let's get ready for round 2, he says. Another grab, knocks him down. Get back up. Left jab, grabs, pulls down. Kane Applegarth takes down Matt Griffiths in a massive tilt here in game 1.
Oh my goodness, I watched that starting to unfold.
Draws one by the Eagles. We're not giving them a call. They believe it's just going to be 5 each for fighting and probably some game misconducts handed out at this stage of the game. Staveley's checked. And now, here comes Iron. Iron doesn't get a drop back, and now here's Curtis Francis. Francis, Xander Haggard. Haggard trying to go back to Francis. Stavely goes around. Francis. Shot save made. Rebound comes out. 77-12 are the shots. 5-2 your score. And yeah, so Applegarth and Griffiths both out for the game for fighting. .6:53 to go. Draw one. Johnson. Flips up. Now here's Cara Little. Little. Now, here's Schneider. Johnson. Johnson stops up, waits, backdoor. Kenton Wood scores. 6-2. What a pass from Landy Johnson.
What a game by Landy Johnson.
Yeah. Landy Johnson is, yeah. Wow. What a play. Kenton Wood with an easy tap-in finish. Nothing Hand can really do on that one.
Came to play in the playoffs.
And fighting.
Oh, Landy Johnson.
Xander Haggard for the face-off against Iron. He wins that back for Hullock. Hullock goes up. Nice pass. And here's Ruger Leclerc. Hits Kelton Pichette. And there's going to be a penalty here. What a hit! Oh, man, Ruger. Ruger Leclerc rocks. He's just laughing on his way to the bench. Gives a little bit of a chirp with 6:07 left to play. Still, the Eagles do not have a power play. Not that they need one now. They probably needed one more when it was 4-2, but there's been some coincidentals, but never once have they had a power play yet this hockey game. Grief with the clear on a high stick as Kelton Pichette waits for Hollick to touch up. And I guess he touched. Draws one by the Eagles, shorthanded. Barron, Solon Xander Hager. Hager behind the goal. Now, there's Tyson Hullock. He's just going to stick handle behind the goal. Makes the clear to Bichette. Now Barron. Barron back to Bichette. Back to Barron. Barron. Here's big hit. That's the second time John Spraggs just leveled somebody on the kill. In that exact spot, too. That time on J.J. McGregor. And it's... and the hit just shattered his twig. Wow. No. And now... this one's also played with a high stick, and now that one's going to be another offensive zone face-off for the Eagles. Draws 1-2 well by the Eagles, but that will give him more time on the kill here. To kill now is Konstantin Los. Keeps it behind the goal now. Just skates around, does a bit of a twirl. And Bremkema let Iron know it. Kobach lost it. Now Johnson. Johnson feeds it back. Konstantin Los. Back to Landy Johnson. Johnson just going to fake the wind and fire. He's going to go behind the goal. In front. Nobody home. Kill's done, though. Now shot by Kobach stopped. And Ruger Leclerc going to get into it with Barron. Carter Barron. thing.
Tomorrow, show them what Edson 5 really looks like.
Still 4 minutes to go in this hockey game, but looking ahead to tomorrow, the Eagles will play game 2 here against Crowsnest before they head down there next weekend for the final game, and then potentially 2 more depending how this series pans out. Now here's Carter Little. His drive shot off the pad. Obviously, they'd love to close it out at home. But some news. We have found a system for me to start doing the away games from home. So, if you're a parent watching the game, you get to listen to my voice again. And there's a drive. Good play by, I think they changed the goalie there. I think it's now Ethan Rem in the goal. Yeah, it is Ethan Rem. But
That's why he was stretching in the crease like that.
He did
it's
this.
going to be an Eagle power play.
Interference.
Interference. The call. I didn't realize they changed, but I did see earlier that a goalie was stretching. But Rem now in the goal. It's not really hands full. He played phenomenal today. Now Xander Hager, what a keep in. Hager trying to go across. Hollick shot save made. That's a check now. Xander Haggard. Tyson Hollick. Hollick. Kobach. Too far for either Hollick or Leclerc. Rem has to play that. Now here's Tyson Hollick. Ruger Leclerc. Leclerc. Up. Kobach. Now Hager. Hager goes across. Hollick. Drive. Shot goes high and out the zone. Kobach has to reset here. And he goes behind the goal. Tyson Hollick to Ty Gaucher. Now Hollick. Leclerc. Leclerc fans on the shot. Goes to the corner. Hollick. Leclerc. Shot blocked as he was trying to come out. Ripkema leaves it for Ruger Leclerc. Leclerc skates hard up ice over the line. Leclerc on the backhand side, driving to the goal. No good. Leclerc now. And there's going to be... He's going to go to the box. Shaking his head all the way to the box. Even though...
Eagles penalty number 95, 2 minutes for interference.
Did you know that we had a cop there?
Yeah.
I missed it.
From the Crowsnest
Shot.
Eagles YouTube channel.
Shot goes high and out of play. Off a deflection. Jeremy Creef. So Sprague's now Johnson. Landy Johnson, what a play. Landy Johnson on the backhand, saved by Rem. Ream. Johnson. There's John Spraggs. Kelton Bichette.
Last minute of play in the third period.
Under a minute to go here in game one. Takes a took a bounce. And now here's Crowsnest as game one winds down, giving the Eagles a dominant first game, and now 2 wins away from taking home their first NJHL championship as time runs down, and the Russian Bear, Konstantin Los, behind the goal. 2-1, Wood-O Eagles. 6-2 your final, 8-7 to 14 your shots. Wow, what a performance by the entire team. We'll be back for game 2 on Hockey Night in Canada tomorrow, Saturday night at 7:30 for puck drop. Good night, and as Dale will say, good hockey.